This is the Two Moody Chicks podcast,
the lifestyle podcast brought to you by the sister duo Quinda and Sita.
From travel to beauty to events to entrepreneurship.
We are your hosts, and we will cover it all.
Welcome to the Two Moody Chicks podcast. It's your host Sita
and Quinda.
And today we're going to be talking about confidence, how it manifests, and we're even going to give you some tips on how you can increase your confidence.
And actually what confidence looks like versus what people believe that confidence is.
True confidence. Yes.
True confidence. So go ahead, Sita, kick it off for us this time.
All right. So what is confidence? So that's something we want you all to, comment on our socials and give your take on it. And we're going to tell you what we feel like true confidence is. So for me personally, I think it's just knowing who you are, not being easily swayed. So even if people talk about you for say, you don't believe it, you don't take it in because you know who you are authentically. I think it's also loving yourself throughout your mistakes. So understand that we're all human and we're all flawed and we're not going to always get it right. But not letting that discourage you for who you actually are and how you see yourself and how you believe in yourself and how you show up in the world and other places. So that's what I think true confidence is.
And I actually think confidence is just self-esteem. I really do believe that confidence comes from how you feel about yourself. And that's why I say it's important to know who you are as a person. It's important to have high self-esteem and a high outlook on yourself, because if you can't have confidence without self-esteem, basically, because confidence to me is when you go out in the world and if somebody can insult you and it ruins your whole day, or, if it makes you change how you feel about yourself deep down inside, then you really need to work on your self-esteem in order to build confidence, because really nobody's opinion should weigh on your life or how you feel about yourself or anything like that, because that's an outside influence. It's an outside voice. Confidence is quiet. Confidence is really, it doesn't have, when you walk into a room confident, everybody knows it. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to walk in like, yeah, I'm gonna own the room. Confidence really is the women that walk in, or the men, but we're talking to the ladies right now. But it's like the people that can walk into a room and every head just turns and you don't know why you're looking at this person. Mm-hmm. You're like, it's just something about them that I want to get to know, but they not even loud. They not boastful. They not doing too much. They just doing them. And that's what real true confidence is high self-esteem.
Yeah, and just to add something, it's not shutting other people down too, because I know sometimes people walk into space and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be the baddest thing in there. Mm-hmm. And it's okay if you want to gas yourself in the car and say stuff like that. But if you come in truly with that belief like you're better than everyone, then that's not confidence either.
Right, because confidence, again, is not about another person. Yeah. It's like a self-esteem thing. It's like an opinion about yourself. So you don't have to come into a room and say, I'm finna shut everybody down. Yeah. Nobody finna, y'all can't touch me because I'm that girl. It's really more like, I know who I am, whether you rock with it or you don't. This is how I feel, and this is me, so it's a difference there. Confidence plays a part in how other people see you. So even though confidence is a thing that you have for yourself, is related to self-esteem, again, it's like when you walk into a room or, people that know you, they can tell how you feel about yourself. Confidence is really like a mirror. It's not a window. So you could try and tell people, oh, I think I'm all that. I think I'm, whatever. But if you showing if you walk into a room and you looking at everybody like, oh, she look at her yeah, it's like, or you intimidated by every other person. That's not a confident person either, because a real confident person, it don't matter if Beyonce walked into the room, you're not finna make yourself feel any less. You will admire and respect her, but you won't be like, oh man, I need to go ahead and go home because, Beyonce in the room. You still gonna feel good about yourself, but you can still acknowledge somebody else. And I'm going to tell the ladies something too. Men really look for confidence. It's not even about looks. It's every man about, it's not.
Attracts somebody, don't keep them.
It's not, because how many of y'all know, and we all know somebody that might not be that attractive, to, by conventional standards, or, they might, you might wonder how this person keep all these men, get these nice gifts, and her husband or her boyfriend is attractive by conventional standards, and if you know that woman, I bet you she thinks the world of herself. Mm-hmm. So because she thinks everything about herself, everybody that comes in contact with her feels the same, And that's why I say I think the world of myself. Like, it's nothing anybody
really
can
do. Like, her friends know, they'll tell you.
Right. It's like
she's a number one fan.
I'm my number one fan. I'm my number one hype woman. Like, I don't care if you like me, if you don't, if you rock with it, if you don't.
But how did you get to that point though? I'm pretty sure people like you probably wasn't always like that, and how did you get to that point?
That's a good question, because people do ask me. They say, or well, not ask, they tell me, "Oh, I wish I had your confidence. I wish I could be like you." And I always say, be careful what you wish for, because in order to become really, truly confident, like unshakably confident, something had to break you. Something had to take you to a place where you really didn't feel good about yourself, or you really didn't have a high sense of self-worth or whatever. And for me, mine was in middle school, like first year middle school, 7th grade or whatever, in Missouri in 7th grade. And so when I was always, a little cute kid or whatever. Then you get to middle school, and stuff start going wrong. For real, like I had eczema everywhere. Like my hair had broken out. It was really short. I had started kind of gaining weight, and I was like in a weird phase, at a very weird phase. Like I'm talking about, I had like eczema all over my face and my hands and stuff. So it made me look at myself like, I still thought I was that little cute kid, but then people in middle school, people started to look at each other like for attraction, for sexual purposes or whatever, because kids be starting young, baby. And so they was always like, you ugly, you this, you that, you that. And I would go home and just hate myself. I'm talking about like just was destroyed, because I didn't have that. First of all, I had never experienced that. And then second of all, it was like, it was new to me, like I'm a kid, kids really just, you don't really know about self-esteem and self-confidence, and then you have to develop it. And I'm glad I developed mine early, because it really helps me as an adult. So what happened was, I was watching Joel Osteen when I was flipping through, and I remember the two things to help me. It's weird, but yeah, I'm telling you, this will work. Watching Tu Wong Fu, look it up. It's a movie.
Wait,
watching Tu Wong Fu.
What Tu Wong Fu?
Because if Wesley Snipes could play a woman in a movie and kind of sort of pull it off, I said, I'm like, dang, okay, like I was born a woman, so I'm like,
I have never heard that.
I'm gonna have to do a little something, you know what I'm saying? And then Joel Osteen was talking about how he get up every morning and look at himself in the mirror and be like, I'm a good looking man, and he was like, do the same, like every morning get up and compliment yourself, and one day you're gonna believe it. So really my confidence came from not having any, because I went from like a little cute kid, little innocent kid, to this like, middle schooler that was facing like, bullying my first year or whatever. We're gonna talk about the next year. I got them all back. Each and every one of them. But
you was making them cry.
I was like John Wick on them. I'm talking about, I had a list, y'all. Every day I checked that list off. Okay, this person said this when I was in my locker. This person cracked this joke on me. I got them all back. See, to know, because when I got to high school, because I'm 2 years behind her. When I got to high school, they was like, man, you made us cry. Boy.
I was like, she really did that stuff.
I tell you all a joke, I never tell you a lie. I'm trying to tell you. But back to the confidence thing, we almost got sidetracked there. Okay. So after I would tell myself every day in the mirror, like, you're beautiful. And I would cry saying it, because I really didn't believe it. I would, oh, you're beautiful. And then one day I said it and I didn't flinch. I was just like, yeah, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hit me and I was like, dang. And that's how fast my confidence came, because that was a daily thing. Like, you are beautiful. You are this, you are that. And I would say it in the mirror. And I would watch Tu Wong Fu every weekend, because I think we had cable, so it would come on like every.
You know, we're gonna watch that movie now, because I haven't watched the movie.
Yes, it would come on every Friday or Saturday night, y'all, because we 90s babies. It would come on every Friday or Saturday night, faithfully, and I would watch it each and every time, and that kind of helped boost myself up too, because. Watch the movie, y'all. Watch the movie. When y'all watch it, come back and tell me y'all watched it. And tell me.
Was it like a part in the movie that like kind of
yes,
stood out to you that, like...
when this lady was getting beat by her husband. Wow. Mind you, I'm like 13, 12, whatever. I ain't got no husband, you know what I said, but she was getting beaten and she couldn't dress. She felt bad about herself, okay? And I think it was Patrick Swayze character. he took her, and like him and Wesley and all that stuff, they like boosted this woman. They started putting makeup on her. They like transformed her life to where I think either she left him or something. I haven't watched it in like 2-3 years, y'all. But I think she did leave him or something like that, because they boosted her confidence to the point where she knew she didn't need this man anymore. So literally, like, if you struggle with self-confidence, find something, like whether it's a movie, whether it's a song. We got a lot of female rappers out now. Find something that makes you be like, okay, I am that girl. Like, this is me. Like, don't stay in that space, because the longer you stay there, the harder it is to come out of it. And by me being so young, I didn't stay in there long, and my confidence only grows stronger by the day. Like I said, because if I ain't your cup of tea, don't sip it. That's it.
Yeah. Simply put.
See, to know, like, I'm trying to tell you, like, people are, like, when we go out in public, having people ran up to me like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful."
Yeah, they will. Like, it be random. Like, people you don't even know, like at Mardi Gras.
We was at the Mardi Gras. I'm talking about, like, this was before we was even really doing like YouTube or like we was on there, but not like we wasn't holding the camera or nothing. And it's like the first girl came up to me and I had to look. I was like, "Do I know this girl?" Because she was like, "Oh my God, hey!" And I was like, "Hi," and she was like, "You are so beautiful. Can I just get a hug?" And she was so much younger than she was like a teenager. And I gave her a hug or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then this other person, I think it was like maybe 20 feet down, and they were like, "I just have to say, you are so beautiful." And I was like,
"Why you mean? I'm standing right next to the girl." I'm like, what am I doing?"
But no, like, we're beautiful women, but it's like my confidence, it just exudes, because like when I walk around, when I walk around, my head is up. I'm just like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Like, I don't feel the need to be like arrogant. I don't feel the need to put nobody down. I'm the first one complimenting people, right? I'm always throwing a compliment.
Confidence too. It's not like tearing another woman down, and women can like sense that. They can feel like when you secretly tearing them down versus like when you like building them up, or like you feel good about yourself, but you're not doing it at the expense of somebody else. I think people can sense that.
Right. And do you think a confident woman is afraid to give a compliment?
No.
Exactly. No. So if y'all find yourself, and that's what I'm gonna say, think about this, y'all. If you find yourself struggling to give somebody a compliment, it might be something in yourself that you need to work on, because complimenting somebody is not taking nothing away from you. If you know you that girl, if you know you a baddie, if you know you are who you are, complimenting another woman don't take nothing away. Now, if she rude about it or whatever, you ain't got to say, okay. That says something about her, again, because that's not real confidence, because she would just accept the compliment, either give you one back or not, but it shouldn't take anything away. Right, so but so every day I would just watch that, and like I said, each day my confidence got stronger and stronger, and like now at my big age, I ain't gonna say it, but whatever. Like, I really do feel good about myself. I feel like if I went out in the world, and I say this all the time, I don't need a single compliment. I don't need a single person to tell me something about myself, because I tell it to myself. Like whether I got one compliment, 50, a million, or whether I got 50 insults, it really don't matter. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna feel how I feel about myself, because it's my self-esteem, it's my confidence.
And something I've learned to do is like, when people like tear you apart, listen to what they're saying about you. That's how they feel about themselves.
So, yes. Yeah. It's an internal thing. Like, so if somebody, she thinks you think I am, like, it's an insult don't say nothing about you. These lights getting hot, y'all.
Did you just whip out a fan? How you gonna make me cold?
Insult don't say nothing about you. It says something about the person that threw it out to you. But I'm gonna say this too. The point I was making is men like confident women. Every man will come out their mouth and be like, "Oh, they nothing less than a 10. Oh, they not." Look at their baby mamas.
Lies. Oh God. You might have just said something. You gonna make some.
Look at their baby mamas. Look at their ex-girlfriends. Them women do not be perfect 10s. Okay, don't let no man fool you into think you got to go out like Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim's a beautiful woman, but she said every man she dated told her she needed to change herself in some type of way. No, you do not.
Men just trying to see what they can get by with.
Yes, is she gonna do it?
They realize that you ain't gonna do it. They'll be perfectly fine. They go, okay, well, I couldn't get by with that one.
Right. I don't even let a man tell me how to wear my hair. Like I had to tell one of my exes, he was like, "Oh, I really don't like your hair like that. I think I switched up the color, y'all, whatever. It probably wasn't hitting, but it probably was." And he was like, "No, I don't like that." I said, "Did you buy it?" He was like, "No, but I was just I don't care what you got to say about it." You know what I'm saying? Because subconsciously, if I would have accepted that every time I wore that wig or every time oh no, because old boy said he didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? And that will mess with you. So even the smallest things, I really don't accept that because it's like, if I chose to buy it and I liked it in that moment, I like it. I'm aware of it. But that same ex, he did say one time, he was like, "Do you know what?" Because I met him at the club, y'all. This
On my birthday.
on her birthday. It's hard to meet a guy in the club, especially a Jamaican. But anyway, so this girl had just spilled a drink on me, right? And she didn't say nothing. I had to check, excuse you, but it really could have been a situation. And I just danced it off. And he came up, he was like, "I'm gonna buy you a drink." He was like, "Who you here with?" And I think it was just me and Sita. And yeah, it was because we used to normally have a big group, but it was just us two that day. And bought my drink and pimped off, y'all. Pimped off, bought the drink and left. I said, "Dang," but then he came back and he was like, "Do you want to have a dance or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah, we could dance." But he was like, "Do you know why I came up to you out of everybody?" And I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Because you was the most confident one in the room." I kid you not. And he was like, "I saw other women he was like, even the girl that spilled the drink on you was low-key hating on you." He was like, "I saw people eyeballing you, looking you up and down." He was like, and I was like, "Dang, if they all looking at her like this, what she got that I don't know about?" So I'm trying to tell you. So when y'all be hating on a woman, y'all be piquing another man's interest.
Yeah, while y'all helping that other woman out too. So.
Right. Y'all her wing woman and don't even know it. So when y'all up down in people and stuff like that, it's a man right in the corner like, "Oh, it's her? Okay. Yeah, it's her. Yeah, she all there. She all there."
Yeah, have you ever seen the women that be like talking stuff to their man, pointing out the one, but you see the look on the dude's face and he don't be looking like he mad?
Sita said it happens to her all the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, because of my body type. But yeah, it happened kind of recently where this woman just like kept talking, but literally everybody in the place was coming up complimenting me. So I was like,
And right there, it shows she didn't have the confidence that she probably thought she had before her man and her noticed a beautiful woman. Yeah. It's like, don't be that woman, y'all. I'm telling y'all make y'all men curious about somebody else. Yeah. And like, not everybody got some.
I know I was good that day, but to the T's, like had the dress, had the hair, had the makeup, everything was hidden. And she was just snickling and giggling and everything else. And I'm just like, I looked at her. First of all, her hair looked like Mom's Mabley. I'm like, let's not even go there. If you want to go there.
Right.
But she was just doing a lot. And I didn't let it faze me. If anything, I started strutting my stuff even more because I know now that you mad and I know I really look good now.
If they mad, make them matter.
If they mad, make them matter. That is the motto. I went for the streak myself. I'm like, she talking about me.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Because clearly I just intimidated you just by walking in.
Exactly. And why do you have to dim your light so somebody else's can shine? We can shine together, so. Yeah. But ways to really improve that, like I say, find something that you really like. Find a good song, find a good movie, find something that makes you be like, "Oh, okay." Like whenever I hear this, it transforms me. It makes me feel good. It makes me know, it boosts my confidence or whatever. Find that thing for you, and then every day tell yourself, even if you don't believe it in that moment, even if you walk out your house, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. The days you look the best, that's the days ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Don't even expect it. Don't even expect it. Because I was looking good that day and that woman was hating tough. She was hating tough. I did get a lot of compliments from the young ones, like the young 20-somethings. They were saying a lot. But you're going to get some haters too.
Right. So, you should always want to look your best for yourself. But I'm telling you, the days you really put it on and you walk out that house, you're going to see a lot of... You can see a lot of that, but you rarely gonna get somebody else gonna tap you on your shoulder, but like, "Girl, you look good." Because
I don't even expect it either.
But you shouldn't. You should, when you leave that house and you know how you look. You know how you look. That's it. Like I always say, when I leave my house,
whether you get 50 or 0,
whether it's a bummy day or a top tier day, I know what I look like. I don't need you to tell me. if you want to give me a compliment, that's great. I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm going to always throw one right back. I'm going to find something.
I like what Gary Vee said. He's like, he don't listen to the applause or the boos.
Yeah, don't listen to the cheers or the boos. Yeah. Yep. Because the thing is, it's like, how many times you got your hair done, and then your hair looking good, right? First day, you might get 2 compliments. Next day, you might get 2 more. When your braids crusting off and fall off, when your lace start lifting, and I'm like, oh girl, I didn't even know where you get your hair done. You know good and damn well, my hair got done 3 weeks ago.
Because you were looking at it.
Right. And you didn't want to say nothing because it was looking too good. But now that it's crusting up, now you're trying to be funny. Okay.
Oh, it don't look good now.
Yeah,
like, weeks ago.
right.
But thank you.
And that's when I tell people, and see, this is the one time I will refuse a compliment. When I know my stuff not looking how it looked when I first got it, and then now you want to compliment it, you being funny. So that's when I say, girl, no, it looked good 3 weeks ago when I got it. It's old now, And but no, I didn't even notice. You didn't notice, but you stared at it for 30 whole minutes, and I clocked it. I clocked it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna run into that a lot, And then I'm gonna tell y'all something, and it's gonna be a word. The more confident you are, the less compliments you're gonna get.
Really?
The more confident you are in yourself, the less compliments you're gonna receive. You wanna know why? Because people gonna think you all that then. I'm telling you, you're gonna get a lot of when you walk into the room, who she thinks she is, why she coming? Because you're not looking around for validation.
I have noticed that, like, on the days where you just like might have a little bit extra confidence, like people do try to do like little, I call them breaking behaviors. Like they might try to test you. Like I've even seen that, like, where dudes be trying to test people, like if they know you look good, like that B ain't nothing, she ain't this or she ain't that, and then you kind of hold your own. They right. Like they leave because they realize that it didn't get to you.
Exactly.
I mean, I just see it happen all the time.
And I do give that warning, like when people are, I want to be confident. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you, it's not for the weak, because the more confident you are, the more people gonna try to hate on you, the more insults you might get, and the more people might just flat out not compliment you because they feel like you know it already. And it's true.
Yeah, they'll take you out of rooms, they'll get you away from tables.
Yeah. And I feel like this, that's why I always say, when I leave my house, I know what I look like. But whether you see it or not, I mean, whether you choose to say it or not, because I know you see it, like, I'm telling you, the compliments will diminish because you're not seeking that approval. See, when people not as confident, they constantly looking around like, oh, I wonder if somebody gonna compliment, you know what I'm saying? Or you might fish for them a little bit. Girl, you see my hair, I did something different to it, And then what if they don't say nothing? Like, you done pointed out something that you was proud to get, or something that you thought was gonna get a compliment, and that person don't say nothing. Now your confidence is what? It's shot.
Yeah.
It's shot for the day. So like I say, don't expect it, don't look for it. Don't just, know it for yourself. When you leave the house, know what you look like. You don't need nobody to tell you. You know it. Yeah. But don't ever be arrogant either, because that's not becoming, and that's not confidence,
Yeah.
Really, we just want to tell people, like, as a woman, confidence is everything. Confidence will get you a job. Confidence will get you in the room. But confidence also might get you taken out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always a hater in the room, too. Yeah. So that's my thing. Like, know the balance and know what comes with it. Don't let nobody take you out the room, and make you stop doing what you're doing because they want to start hating. So when somebody, like, and I'm telling you, you're going to notice it real quick. Once you really work on yourself and improve, you're going to start seeing the looks from the haters versus the people that's like, oh, I like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to notice the difference. You're going to notice who you're dealing with.
Yeah, and learn, your discernment. Like, this is going to come into play with our next podcast episode. We're going to be talking about that. But
yeah. Or it might be the one before this. We don't know. We don't know the order.
Yeah, we don't know the order, but it's coming.
You will know it when you hear it. Yeah. Use that discernment.
Get some discernment. I think that has to do with, like, confidence as well. So, knowing who means well, who don't.
Yep.
And not letting it affect you, like, either way.
Exactly. Exactly. But y'all, if you like what you hear, go ahead and follow us on all social medias at the Two Moody Chicks. Let us know your confidence story. If you need to work on it, if it's something you got down, If you've ever been kicked out the room because you're a confident person, or if you've ever been invited into the rooms because you're a confident person. Have you lost friends being confident? Have you gained friends being confident? Just let us know, because we got stories all types of ways.
All types of ways. Brought back to rooms.
We done been brought to I always make my own table though, but we done been brought to other people's tables just to get pushed back away, baby. I'm trying to tell you. So
but we couldn't let it break us. Like, that's why we are here today. Like, we could have gave up.
We still here.
We don't give up. We're like the little engines that could.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Follow us on all social media platforms.
On everything.
Exactly. And yeah, let us know. Keep watching. Peace.
This has been the Two Moody Chicks podcast.
Be sure to tune in next week to hear more from your favorite sister duo.
And check out our social media and YouTube channel for more Moody content.